Hey guys, welcome to the Music B&B episode something. This is the show where I listen to free independent artists, react to their music, and maybe give them some tips to improve for the future, as well as giving them some well-needed exposure, because we all want exposure. So before I listen to the songs, make sure to listen to some of my stuff. The links are down below. And also, make sure you have a good time. Before we start, make sure to
do the cha-cha.
Make sure to subscribe. Already seen a great increase in the subscribers. I'm so thankful for all of you so far. Big shout out to some people that are regular watchers. Obi Watkinobi, thank you for watching and thank you for commenting on all my videos. Random surprise recent subscriber shout out to Spencer B. Thank you. Let's listen to our first artist. And our first song of the day is by a band called Springworks, and they have a song, it's a single, and it's called Pocket Theory. And I really like the album cover at the moment. It's like, is it a bunch of chalk or something? Anyway, very cool. Let's listen. Quite groovy, the bass line's nice. Who does it remind me of? No one. It's quite good. It reminds me of FIFA music, you know, like FIFA menu music. That's what it reminds me of. It's really funky, groovy. Look at what that guitar's doing. The constant groove so far. How long's this song? Like 7 minutes. It better change up. Almost hypnotic now. Saxophone, I think. Some horns there. Singer's hypnotizing me too. Very unique voice. What's coming? What's coming? Come on, give the listener something new soon. Okay, so we're 3 minutes in, and I'm still getting the same beat, the same tune from the singer, same melody, and a repetition of the saxophone and the guitars. By now, 3 minutes, I'm expecting something to change, something new. And I'm not someone who doesn't hate long songs. I really do love a long song when it's done well. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, for example, with their 20-minute run song. Yeah, I'm hoping something comes up now. But I do get the hypnotic element of it. I do. sort of getting lost in the groove. I get that. Be nice to have the singer more at the forefront as well. Can't quite make out what he's saying, but it does work with the style. Okay, now we got to change. Probably a minute too late than I would have wanted.
Anything the matter, Doctor?
I like that.
What am I doing here?
Something different going on now.
Have you ever walked in your sleep before? No. Of course, I haven't been sleeping too well lately. Rather disturbing dreams, but you change this beam frequency. No, you must in your sleep. But switch it back? No. Not the power, but leave it. I'd like to look at it again. Do some thinking about it again.
I'm expecting something. I feel like the drums could have stopped, paused at one point. It's the same beat throughout, all the way. It needs a break. Like when it got to that break and the drums did quieten a bit, they became, I don't know, a bit more high end. It was nice to hear that, but stop the drums. Let the rest of the track breathe for a moment. I do like the way it's getting more reverberated, more airy, like it's going trancey. Getting into a trance.
The origin of life, the mystery of the universe.
The sound clips are cool.
Sometimes I become a little afraid.
Do they pair well with the lyrics? I'm not sure.
T-minus 10 seconds, check. Power on. Give me a reading, John. Time.
Ooh, okay. It's getting out of control. It's going to crescendo to something in a bit, isn't it?
There it is, the feedback. We've got it.
Still 1 more minute to go. It's a bit too long, I think.
Listen, even numbers.
Same drum beat.
Now off numbers.
I do like the chaos though.
We've got some follow it. Start with an even series.
Reminds me of a day in the life, Beatles kind of thing. Oh, it's a shame it didn't go completely mad, and it's kind of died down. I thought it was going to go somewhere big there.
I remember.
Wow, 7 minutes. I think you're expecting a lot of the listener there to stay with that for 7 minutes, with the same beat and the same sort of patterns. Now, I think maybe if I would be to be in the right state of mind, maybe for it to enjoy it. Yeah, but it's a lot. It's asking a lot. I liked it. It reminded me a bit maybe of quite Oasis-like in a way. You've got those very old sort of maybe like late 90s vibes, 90s indie vibes going on there as well. Yeah, I liked it. I did like it. I think it was a bit long, but I liked it. I enjoyed it when it broke, when it kind of went for a little break around the middle, and enjoyed the crescendo towards the end. So maybe there's a way to make that bigger. And it might have been nice to have the vocalists do more. They only had sort of one or two melodies, one melody really that they kept on going back to, and then for the last 3 minutes of the song, he didn't do too much. So maybe we could have had that guy doing more. But there's a lot to like of that, definitely. Wow. Okay. Next, our next song is by an artist called Dead Riuals, and the song is called Sober. Let's go. Punk. Lovely guitars.
I'm still broken and unstranded. War has lost, the story ended.
Oh, right, okay. There's a lot to take in there. Right, really clean guitars at the start. Lovely synth that was coming in. And then your bass, very Blink kind of bass. Okay, the punk. Pop punk is my street, so I'm going back. I've got to listen to this bit again. It's beautiful.
I'm still broken and unstranded. War has lost, the story ended.
Nice effect on the vocalist.
Can't take another minute without you, I swear. I'm still broken and unstranded. I'm pulled apart and never mended.
Sounds like you've got a good sort of balance between a kind of Blink sound and then also this sort of new MGK kind of pop punk, what's it called, trap punk style.
Was it a good day when we fell apart? I can't take another minute without you, I swear. Keep your eyes open in the darkness. I shut out the past, staring at the front door.
That was so Blink. Staring at the front door, yeah. And it sounds a bit Angels and Airwaves as well. You've got quite a lot going on there, which is lovely. I would have expected more of a kick in like earlier, and also for this, I'm assuming this chorus, maybe just a bit heavier and more gain on the guitars. But I guess if you're not a big fan of that, that's fine too.
I can't take another minute without you, I swear. Keep your eyes open in the darkness. I shut out the past, staring at the front door. I'm always too damn sober. Can we start over now? Keep your eyes open in the darkness. Don't let
Nice
your
harmony.
guard down.
This wouldn't be out of place on Neighborhood.
Shake up my friend, empty-handed.
I love it.
I'm sorry if you feel offended. Was it a good day when we fell apart? I can't take another minute
The real drums?
without you, I swear. Keep your eyes open in the darkness.
Don't think the real drums. That's okay. I don't use your drum.
I'm always too damn sober. Can we start over now? Keep your eyes open in the darkness. Don't let your guard down. I'm always too damn sober. I'm always too damn sober.
I love your backing vocals. Oh, I like that. The kicking back in quickly there. see you at Slam Dunk Festival then. And walked up. Oh, I love the synth at the end, that sort of feedback on the synth. Very nice. Yeah, really nice punk song. Like I say, the only things I'd give for feedback is maybe more distortion on the guitars, but I'm a sucker for heavy distortion. If you're looking to become your own thing, your own identity, you may need to think of some way to make it your own. Because people hear that and go, oh yeah, that's Blink, but we've got Blink, we know Blink. What can you bring to the table that's different? Now, I think you've got the synths there, which were lovely. And I said a bit like Angels Airways, but you've got your own thing there. And the singer when you were singing at the start, it sounded more like this new pop punk sort of trap revival. That was brilliant. So thank you. Right, next up we have a band called Atwater with their single, which is 137.9. Now, if I didn't know any better, that would look like a Bible verse and chapter to me. It's metal, so prepare your ears for some metal, okay?
Ooh, I say.
Oh, you got that high-pass filter. Very 2000 screamo. I'd say the screaming's really good. I myself find it really hard to mix and master metal. It's a bit quiet compared to the other songs we've listened to. Then maybe the mastering could have been brought up a bit, but I mean, sounds really good. I wish I could scream like you. Oh, timing's all changing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like the ambient guitar at the top, you've got to have some of that.
Whoa!
I have to say, I'm sorry. I think you're the singing vocals. I think you're maybe like half a step out of tune there. Perhaps bringing all the instruments down a half step or two would have helped you reach that. Yeah, I think you're slightly out there. I would have maybe just shouted those words instead. Dead from the start, like that. I was waiting for that breakdown. Got the low screams. Oh, come on. Hit me. I gotta listen to that bit again before it drops in. Get that splash cymbal going. again, it's just taking me out of it. The vocals there. Again, I think just like the first song we listened to by Springworks, by this point I'm hearing the same breakdowns and the same other things, which are great, but by now the repetition, it needs to change. The tempo and the pace of the drums throughout has been the same. It could have gone super slow breakdown at some point, just something to change, or maybe a middle eight at this point, which would have been like clean guitars and then back into a breakdown, you know, just something like that. Yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna go back here and listen to that again. So much emotion though in the vocals, very good. Neighbours must love you. I like this ending. We got those halftime drums. I like the way you ended there. Stopped on the zeros, went to the one instead, and then back to the zero. Yes. Oosh. Right. I think something needs to be done with the mixing, just because whenever I play it, it plays at a certain volume and then ducks it, and it does that to try and save my speakers from blowing out. And I've had this in the past with some of my songs, like because I've mixed them way too loud or mastered them way too loudly, that the speakers aren't taking them. So I think you need to maybe reference it with another modern metal track, you know, maybe some like August Burns Red tracks or something like that, just so to check your levels are right. Because I think the issue is because my speakers and Apple Music keeps trying to duck it down to save ears and save speakers from being blown out. Because it's doing that, it's losing some of that quality, and I'm missing some of that cleanness, that bass, which I should really be hearing. In terms of the playing, great. In terms of the screaming, great. Singing isn't quite in tune with the melodies, so maybe that needs changing. But I really did like it. I think it could have done with a break of something. Other than that, I really liked it, and I envy you for how great you can make metal songs, because it's always something I struggled with. I will definitely be adding you to my library and listening to you and some of your other things as well. So I might give Pain and Panic a go next and see how that is. So yeah, thank you for submitting your music, guys. If you want to submit your songs to be reviewed, there's a link in the description below. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time, I guess.